Welcome back, everybody, to Hayes Tech ROM Reviews. We're going to be reviewing a ROM that I just reviewed not too long ago. This is SiX Rom, and it is the latest version, Android version 7.1.1. And it is on the Nexus 6. The reason I'm doing it on the 6 as opposed to the 6P, they are exactly identical except for the fingerprint scanner. But the reason is because my microphone works on my 6P, my external microphone. It doesn't work for my microphone works on my 6 and not my 6P. And I like to have a little control on the microphone, so that's why I'm doing the review here. Now, why am I doing a review of SiX Rom when I just had one out? Well, if those of you like me who run SiX Rom made by Frankie T have been following any of this, you know that Frankie's pushed out his very last public release. That means for the public anyways, there will not be any more releases. And when I say that, I mean that he is not going to post links to public releases. If you watch my last video review, and if you look underneath that review, you'll see all the posts. Scroll down through those posts, you'll find a post that was put there by Frankie, and he will explain to you, if you are a fan, how to continue on with this. But since this is the last public release, I wanted to definitely get it out there, let you guys know that if you go to the Telegram thread and you do download the very last ROM, this is what you're going to get. And I can tell you guys right now, this ROM is very stable. If you want a daily driver and you want to be on Nougat, this is the ROM for you. I haven't encountered any problems whatsoever. I haven't heard of any problems with this ROM. Now, I am running Blackbird kernel, and I'm running the latest version. I'm not sure that 2.1 is released. I am testing it right now for him, doing a little test run of it. But I'll tell you right now, when 2.1 is released, if it gets released, or if it may already be released. I haven't checked the XDA. I haven't checked the XDA thread yet. It may already be released. But anyways, that kernel's running great with this ROM as well. Although any of the other ones, Singularity, EX, all of them are really, really good kernels, guys. You should give them all a try, and then pick the one you like the best. Anyways, I just thought it would be fair if I went over the very last public release. I'm not going to do any more reviews on SiX unless it is a request. If Frankie requests me to, or if one of you guys do, I may actually push one out, but I'm not going to do it again unless it's actually requested. Let's go ahead and go into the SiX settings, and I'm not going to really spend a lot of time on this since I just did put a review out, but I just wanted you guys to see again, what you're going to get for as far as the last public build goes. These are your lock screen settings. Pretty standard. Again, nothing's changed from the last build. You can basically just set your lock screen up however you like. Notifications and tiles, this is going to be how you set up your drop down. As you can see, what I have right here. And I have mine. I just expanded my notifications. I actually have mine at 3 columns and 5 rows, which if you go any more than 5, you're going to lose your bottom rows, because if you notice, as you start pulling up, your animation completely turns them off. So if you go more than 5 rows, you're just going to lose them. You have to swipe over to get the rest of your rows. So anyways, this is going to be your settings for that. You do have your quick pull down, your smart pull down. Let's see, expanded notifications, all that, brightness slider, brightness icon, pretty much set up everything you want as far as tiles go. That's going to be where you do that at. Again, down here at the bottom, these are your settings for your columns and rows. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my rows up to 7, and I'll show you what I mean. If I pull this down now, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows showing. And if I pull this up, you notice how they disappear? I'll never get those bottom rows. So anything more than 5, you're wasting. You're not going to be able to access them even by sliding over those 2 rows you've just now lost. So my suggestion to you guys is keep it at 5. If you want to fill your whole screen up, 5 is the max setting for that. Okay. Status bar. This is going to be basically how you guys set up your status bar. What icons you want showing, what you don't want showing, center clock, right, left, all that. That's going to be where you set it up here. You do have your battery style. I really do miss that Android, that little Android one. I wish Frankie would bring it back. I still haven't found anything out about the 3-minute battery mod yet. And as soon as I do, guys, I will post a link to that. For those of you like me that love to run the 3-minute mod, I will post a link if they get it working. Last I was aware, it's not working with this. And a lot of 7.1.1 builds, the 3-minute mod just isn't working. But as soon as it is, guys, I am going to post a link down in the description. Okay. You can set up your carrier label however you like. Clock settings, your right, left, center, alignment, AM, PM, date style, position, format, all of that. Network and trafficking, if you guys want to see what you have as far as data coming in, going out. This is going to be how you set that up. Your status bar icons, this is where you pick and choose the icons that you want showing on your status bar as they come up. Let's say cast, if you're casting, do you want that casting to show? Right now I am video or recording or screen recording, so it's considered a cast. If I was to have that on, you notice that cast icon comes up. I don't want it showing, so I just have it shut off. That kind of keeps my status bar nice and clear. Then you have double tap to sleep, your brightness control, show notification count, and your show Bluetooth battery status. Navigation bar is up next. Now, your navigation bar, he does have the smart bar and fling in here. So if you guys are familiar with them, I'm going to show you both ways. I'm going to go ahead and set it up, my navigation mode to fling. Notice how my icons have changed at the bottom. Now I only get one center icon. That's basically going to be a home button. So if I hit that, that takes me home. Now if I go to the right where the recents used to be and just kind of slide over, okay, or tap it. Nope, it's not going to work. Anyways, you have to set that all up. So I don't do fling very well or do it very much, so I'm not that familiar with it. But these are your fling settings. Let's see, right short swipe is recents. I thought I just did that. Oh, I did a long swipe, not a short swipe. So if I do a short swipe, and see it went back. All right, let me do it right. I was going the wrong direction. Alright guys, right short swipe is the recent setting, so there you go. That brings me back. Again, you guys can tell that I don't use fling that much. I think it's pretty cool. It's just too much. For me, it's too much. I'm more into the simple. Simple is better for me. I do know a lot of people that use their fling settings for just about every freaking thing that they do on their phone. So kudos to Frankie for that, for throwing it in there. It's awesome. I'm going to do the back quick, and I'm going to go ahead and change my navigation mode to the smart bar. Now I'm going to show you guys how to set up, how to get your multi-window, because I've seen that posted a couple times. Basically, to set up your multi-window, what you want to do is you go into the smart bar settings, okay? Notice up in the very top up here in this area, well, at the very top, in order to get your smart bar settings ready, you want to go ahead and hit toggle button editor. Now what that's going to do, you're going to see that red X pop up. Now I could actually exit out of this at any point in time. I could go home. Well, okay, maybe not. Anyways, when you see that red X showing, press and hold on the icon that you want to change. You're going to see a toggle or a window pop up. Click on Actions. Now you want to pick, do you want to set up your single tap, double tap, or long press? For me, I'm going to set up the long press. Then I'm going to choose, I'm going to select a custom action. Now what that does is it gives me options to set up however I want the long press to be as far as an action goes. And what I'm looking for is split screen right there. So I'm going to have that as my split screen. and then I'm going to go ahead and press it again. I'm going to have another action. This time I want to double tap, and I want to go to select custom action, and I'm going to choose last app. If it's here, let me find it. Last app. There you go. And now what that's going to do is if I double tap it, it's going to take me to my very last app. I can switch between two apps that I'm running, you know. And now if I long press, that's going to give me the multi-window feature. So that's how you set that up. When you're done, you press that X button up at the top. It'll disappear. You can actually save it if you want. That way you can have several different settings and you can switch between them. I'm going to call this Mine 1. Oops, Mine 1. Press OK. So now that's all set up. You do have the context button, layout positions, right or left, however you guys want to do that. Input method actions, and your button touch animations, all that, which is cool. I'm glad he has it in there. I actually like the flip. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, you have your transparency all the way at the bottom. I like my buttons to show, so I keep mine at pretty much no transparencies. It does come with Pulse, and Pulse does work. I've been using it a lot. Say you're watching YouTube videos, instead of turning your phone landscape, you keep it in portrait mode. Basically what this is, it kind of shows like a graphic equalizer at the bottom that changes in color. You can pick for it to, you know, change colors on you, or you can pick a one solid color. It's pretty cool, but these are the settings for that. That's pretty much it for the nav bar. Power menu, again, Frankie's added a lot of features from when SiX was first released. Kudos to Frankie for that. Again, guys, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I use my power menu like a lot of people use their quick settings or Fling. So, you know, I really liked the, you know, the fact that he put them in there. If you don't like them, you don't have to use them. Just toggle them off. It's very simple. I myself, I use every one of these features. So I have them turned on. You guys can set it up however you want. Rocker volumes. If you're into your music controls and all that, this is going to be where you go to set that up. I don't listen to any music on my phone actually. I have stereos for that. But these are the settings for it. I know there are a lot of you guys out there that that do. So I wanted to show you all of the settings in here. Since this will be my last review, again, unless somebody requests it. That's pretty much it for your volume rocker controls. Display settings, it's going to be your expanded desktop, which basically, I'm not going to open it. What it does is it shows you a list of all your apps. You pick and choose from the apps that are compatible with expanded mode, and you can toggle them on or off depending on which ones that you want, you know, to show expanded. You have wake on plug notification light. Now this is where you can set your notification lights up, and right now I have my default as Android green. You guys can set this up as a per app basis if you want. You can set up as many as you want, as many different colors as you want. All you do is hit the add button up on top, pick the app that you want. Real quick, I'm only going to do one. Let's say if I get a Gmail notification, I'll click Gmail. Now it's going to go with my default color first off because that's what I have picked as my default. But all you have to do to change it is just click on it real quick, change your color to whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and type that in as 00FFFF, and that's going to give me the true cyan blue, and that's basically what's going to come up now when I get a Gmail notification. No, it doesn't flash. That's just a Nexus 6 issue, a hardware issue. It's just the way it is, guys. But it does show the colors, and it does work. It works very well. So that's how you set that up. You can change your battery notifications around if you want, or shut them off if you don't want them showing at all. Let's see, media and notifications. You have your double tap power for camera, you know, vibrate, if you want it to vibrate or not. You can, your camera shutter sound you can turn off if you want. Power notification controls. Right here they are. Heads up notification. I have mine off. If you turn them on, these are your settings. Let's see, low battery notification, and then of course you have your flashlight notification, which I actually like. I normally run that, just because in the daytime, if I inadvertently hit my flashlight, I like that notification letting me know that it's on. That way I don't kill my battery if I don't notice it or burn out the LED. Last but not least is going to be other. That's going to be your toast icon. Basically shows an icon of your app for the toast that, the pop-up that comes up. Just puts a little icon of the app that the toast is from. You can turn that on or off if you want. Scrolling cache. And then your screenshot delay. If you guys want a delay, this is where you can set that up at. It's actually not bad to have a slight delay, especially if you're in an area where you have to click back a couple times to get the screenshot that you want. But really with the power, the volume down and power at the same time, if you guys use that, you can get screenshots no matter where you're at. Again, that's power and volume down keys at the same time. That'll give you that screenshot feature. And that is it for the custom settings. Quickly, I will hit display. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this, guys. I'll just go down through and let you guys see what's there. Sound. Pretty basic, guys. Here's your other sounds. I will hit security quickly. Here's your security settings. Make sure you have that unknown sources turned on. I know I say it in every video, but I'm not sure who's going to be watching this. Could be somebody new. I want to make sure they know what they need to have turned on and off. And developer options. Not a lot in the developer options, that I use anyways. You do want to make sure you have your Android debugging turned on, and I want that off. System updates off. OEM unlock. If you can turn that feature on or off, make sure that it's on. Okay, you want that on. You want that unlocked. A lot of ROMs that are out now have that grayed out, and it's on. You can't turn it on or off because it comes set at on. There is no reason for you guys to have that turned off. If you're new to this, do not turn that off. If something happens and you have that off, I've heard too many horror stories of people soft bricking or even bricking their phones because they couldn't get around that OEM feature being disabled. So just a little heads up on that. Last but not least, I wanted to make sure, especially if you guys are new to Nougat, the animations on this ROM come set at or at 0.5, which I think are perfect. A lot of the ROMs that are coming out are set at 1.0, and I think if you go 0.5% on that, it really smooths up the ROM. You still get nice animations. It's just, my preference. I highly recommend you at least give it a try. Tell me if you notice a difference, but I do think it does speed it up quite a bit. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's really nothing else in here to go over, unless, of course, you're a developer. And that is going to be it. Again, guys, this is SiX Rom, built by Frankie T of R3DS themes and development. I think one of the most awesome devs I know, anyways, that I've had the pleasure to know. Hell of a nice guy. He'd pretty much do anything for anybody. Again, he's not releasing public builds. He wasn't going to do it to begin with when he first put SiX out. He was pretty much talked into it. He doesn't like to do public builds because of the politics involved. It just takes a few bad apples to come in there and start griping about something, or voicing their opinion and trying to be the Android police, that just pushes him over the top. And he's had it with all of that. So the first thing he did was he shut down the chat thread, with you still being able to download the ROMs, and then he just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and kill all the public releases, and everybody was freaking out. We all thought that there was going to be no more SiX, but he's still going to be developing for personal builds. And again, guys, if you look at my last video, he posted in my video in the comments section, about the continuance. So I don't want to, put it out there, but go see my last video, look in the comments, and you'll see what I'm talking about, okay? Guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Oh, again, I'm also running the latest SiX theme, and I did want to go over that real quick too. While I'm here, I might as well kill two birds with one stone. Oops, not Telegram. Yeah. I wanted to go to Substratum here real quick. I thought I had it in my quick settings, but apparently I do not. I just wanted to go over and show you some of the features in SiX Rom, or SiX theme, what's available. So if you scroll down here to SiX, which again, guys, this is the theme that I'm running. This is one of my favorites of all the OMS themes. Neon Colors is also right there at the top 10 or top 5, really, because there aren't really 10 themes out there that I actually like in OMS. But again, SiX is right up there at the top. This is your basic, settings, what it does cover. So I just want to scroll down and let you guys see what the apps, or at least these are the apps that I have installed. It does theme more than just this, but these are the apps that I have installed that it themes. So I'll let you guys have a quick look at that. I know this video is going to run long, guys. I know. Oh, and Pixel Launcher, it themes that nicely, and I'll show you that too. A lot of the themes that are out now for that say they're for 7.1.1, they don't theme the Pixel Launcher. You still have that bright white background on the app drawer and all that. Alright, and if we swipe to the right, that's going to bring up the boot animations. This is the list of boot animations that you guys can run. Again, he's got a lot of choice in his themes. Yes, the theme is a little bit large to download, but there's a reason for that. You get a lot for that download. Swipe to the right, it's going to bring up the font packs, which I love. He has quite a few fonts on here. I do have a font theme that I download, but to be honest with you, the fonts that I use are called Caviar Dreams Thicker. They're the ones I use. You basically pick it, hit that button. It's going to do a system UI restart, just like that. Just like that. And we are golden and good to go. Of course, nothing changed because I was running those, those fonts to begin with. Then we do have the sound pack. He does have the R2D2 sound pack. So if you guys want to run that. And then, last but not least, are the wallpapers. I just love the inclusion of this. If you guys are looking for some really nice wallpapers that are SiX branded, this is going to be the place to go for it. And yeah, I think I'm burning up a lot of my RAM right now with the videos and that. But just get the theme, go to the wallpapers, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just awesome. Again, guys, it's one of the reasons I love this theme. It's just packed with, it's a one-stop theme. It's got everything in it you need. Quickly, I just wanted to go down through here and let you guys see what it looks like. And the way it works is you can pick a wallpaper, and then you can choose whether you want it on your home screen, just your lock screen, or your home and lock screen. So that's how that works. They do have a random section there. If you pick random, it just randomly goes through all of the wallpapers that are in here. So that's how that works. And it's great. Frankie updates this theme almost daily, so it's great. There's a lot of support for it. I know, guys, this is a long review, but I wanted to be thorough on this one since, it was going to be the last one for a while. There's his Christmas theme, so if you guys are into Christmas, he's got you covered there too. Last but not least, I did want to go over the... Come on, go home. There we go. I wanted to go over the Pixel Launcher, so the only way I found to do this without downloading another app to control my home screens is go into the Nova Launcher, go to select your default, and I'm going to pick the Pixel Launcher, and that's going to bring the Pixel Launcher up. So this is how it's themed, okay? Just so you guys can see. It comes like this. You swipe to the right. This is how it is themed by this theme. I didn't download TBO's Pixel Launcher. This is straight from the Play Store and themed with SiX theme. App drawer. Slide up, and as you guys can see, this is the app drawer. Nicely done. and home. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. That is SiX Rom, Android version 7.1.1 for the Nexus 6. The Nexus 6P is identical to this, guys. It's no difference at all except for the fingerprint scanner. So it's going to look, what you're seeing here, it's going to look identical on a 6P. Guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I just want to say thank you. Really, guys, thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate every one of you. And I want to wish you guys all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm probably not going to have any more videos out until after Christmas goes. I want to just spend some time with the family. So I'll see you after Christmas. And you guys all take care.